Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Seahawks are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against the Panthers front seven that would need to be up to the test.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go. Flex round.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here we go.
On second down, Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Taylor now to throw on third down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Carr throwing on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, whether that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing his car on third down. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They run again with Michael. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Play clock winding down. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we'll have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, Taylor. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Meanwhile, down in Santa Clara, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch,
the Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Alexander. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
On first and 10, it's Taylor. He's going to go for a big play down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turn. And Michael fumbled the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And that's incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
That's Grant, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On second down, here's Carr. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Justin Houston in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And this one is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make our score 9-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency very good.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run again with Foreman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Panthers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Going to try and throw on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Taylor. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Taylor looking to throw on second down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And the Seahawks on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Carr now on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Looks to be right around the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Foreman. Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Carr down to throw, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Ohio. 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 Here we go.
Now Taylor on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Again, it's Taylor. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr throwing the out route and complete. It's Bryant. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second down following the run. Carr. His throw incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
On 3rd down, Carr. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Martavis Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Well, the return will stop right around the 25. I know.
The scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now they try the right side here. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And the wideout in motion. He's back to throw. This is Reese on the ground. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now running right through it. A big play that time on the catch and run. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ohio.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Flex round.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. At the beginning of the year, they said we want to win 9 games. They just got that 9th win.
And congratulations to them. That's fantastic. Team goal met, and they still have opportunity to go above that number.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.